KURINJI Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
KURINJI Education Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Good morning students. In this video session, we would like to discuss about one of the phylum in animal kingdom, that phylum name Arthropoda. Okay. Come Nana, here one of the animal kingdom phylum, that is Arthropoda. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುನ್ನಾಡಿ several phylums already we completed. Arthropoda కి మున్నాడి phylum that Annelida, Annelida కి మున్నాడి Aschelminthis or Nematoda. Everyone remembered kada? So in this video, what are the characteristics, what are the significance characteristics of the Arthropoda animals we want to discuss. See, as usually each and every phylum name tells about their important characteristics, significant characteristics. Here Arthropoda, Artho means a joint. Okay, orthopedic. In our general life we are heard these type of word, orthopedic or joint pains. So orthopedician, that is regarding to the joints. Okay, so here arthro means a joint, poda means leg. So that organisms, which organisms legs containing with joints, such a organisms group they are keep into the name Arthropoda. Okay, here Arthropoda word heard after, we should be recall the one organism, that is a cockroach. Cockroach is the best example for Arthropoda. Okay na? Then now come to the characteristics. Here in the total animal kingdom, several phylums, 12 phylums, already beginning videos time we discussed. In this phylum, these Arthropoda phylum is a largest phylum, biggest phylum, largest phylum of animal kingdom. Okay, then that is a significance. The name itself significance, and then the significance of Arthropoda phylum is largest phylum in the animal kingdom. And the next line, Insecta, one of the class. These Insecta class belongs to under Arthropoda. These Insecta class also largest class in the animal kingdom. That means you should be remember largest phylum Arthropoda. In the largest phylum Arthropoda, it having the one class, several classes are there. In that classes, largest class also belongs to Arthropoda. Okay, that should be remembered. Some of the MCQs based questions maybe will be there. Then come to the general characteristics. Here these Arthropoda animals are shows the bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry. What is the meaning of bilateral symmetry? When you cut the organism of one imaginary line, it will be formed to the two equal parts, two lateral sides. Okay, then and then segmented. The body is segmented. Segmented another name metamerism. So body is segmented, body containing the several partitions. That means by the externally and internally, body is having the several compartment madri structures. So here the type of nature we call as a segmented or metamerism. Okay, then now next triploblastic. What is the meaning of triploblastic? the 3 germinal layers are present in the embryonic developmental time, and then metamerically segmented. Metamerically segmented here, I explained here. Okay, metamerically segmented, that total body is a metamerism is exhibited. Then next one, what type of coelom is there? Coelom is true coelom, that too which type of true coelom? Cygocoelomata. I think so, these cygocoelomata word already heard in Annelida time. Annelida also true coelom they are having, but in the true coelom what type of coelom? Cygocoelomata. Now what are the common characteristic in the Arthropoda and Annelida? This one only common characters, cygocoelom. Coelom is same in the Arthropoda and Annelida. Okay, so always we should be remember the characteristics to phylum should be a comparison. Some of the similarities we can see, some of the advanced characters, some of improvement characteristics we see in the earlier phylums than the earlier phylums. So here coelom is a cygocoelom, that is a common character. And then body is covered, nothing but body wall. When you comparison with these Arthropoda body wall with Annelida, Annelida body wall is having the muscles, correct na? Okay, that muscles play an important role in the movement, very slow movement. Annelida time what we should be remember? Earthworm. Earthworm can able to move the fast na, it can't able to fast, can't able to move the very fastly. Here these come to the this topic, body covered by the chitinous exoskeleton. Exoskeleton anna, the skeleton is present in the outside of the body, it will give to the something protection. That exoskeleton is made up of the what substance? Chitinous. Chitinous is one of the chemical component. So by the chitinous it will form the one sheath. So here recall the body of the cockroach. The cockroach body having the very strongness, I mean the outer side something little bit sheath like structure we can able to find. Okay, then how if the organism is covered by these chitinous, sir, by the birth onwards up to death, organism will not show anything growth, it will shows the growth. How it will increase the size? It will shows the improvement in the size by the process molting. In the last video time we discussed about the Annelida time also we discussed the molting word. Okay, and Aschelhelminthes nematoda time also we discussed molting. Larva stages are showing the something molting, correct na? Molting means nothing but one larva form onwards it will be developed into the another thing, or removing of external exoskeleton, that is called molting. And for example, for clarification, snake shows the molting process. By the time to time the snake skin will be shed out, that process we call as a molting, that scientifically we call as a ecdysis, and ecdysis. Okay, then now come to the body. When you see the anything one organism body of these Arthropoda body, a distinct 3 zones we can able to find. 3 zones. Head we can able to find, and then thorax, okay, thorax, and then after thorax abdomen. Okay, nothing but thorax is nothing but one neck like structure. Okay, head is connecting with abdomen with the help of the thorax. The type of prominent body parts we can find in the Arthropoda animals. Okay, then see, and the next one and then in the body wall they are consisting with striated muscles. These striated muscles first time we will found in the evolutionary way, first time we found in the Arthropoda animals. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುನ್ನಾಡಿ previously in the Annelida we seen circular and longitudinal muscles. But here striated muscle, the appearance of the striated muscle, one of the a special characteristic of Arthropoda. So how many special characteristics we seen? here striated muscle we seen, and then jointed legs. These are the special characteristics. By the presence of the striated muscle, it will shows the rapid locomotion. That means it can able to move very fastly. So that's why cockroach movement and earthworm movement. Observe it. Cockroach can able to move the fastly. Correct na? So that is due to the presence of the striated muscles. Okay. Then now come to the another point. Body cavity. The body cavity internally here exoskeleton we seen exoskeleton ulla totally body cavity irukka, and the body cavity we called as a hemocoel. Why we called as a body cavity of Arthropoda called as a hemocoel means the body cavity filled with blood. So when the body cavity filled with blood, the cavity is nothing but seal kada, coelom or seal kada. So that like here when the coelom is filled with blood, that we called as a hemocoel. Body cavity we called as a hemocoel. Then next, respiration. How these organisms will shows the respiration. Here based on their location, habitat. Okay, here first I didn't mention Arthropoda organisms are can able to survive in the different places. Some of the Arthropoda animals are terrestrial, some of the Arthropoda animals belongs to aquatic. Now for example, cockroach is a terrestrial organism, and then prawn belongs to aquatic. So based on their environmental condition, organisms are having their different respiratory organs. Here gills, respiratory organ, and tracheas, some of the tube-like structures in their body. 10th standard time we seen cockroach or insects are having the tracheal respiration, and then book gills and book lungs. The structure of gills or lungs in the opened book. When you open the book, how it will appears like the type of several pages containing book madri. Here book gills and book lungs. Book gills, book lungs we have to find in the respiratory organs in the different individuals based on their location. Okay, and then now come to the another character, circulatory system. Circulatory system time what we want to discuss, heart, blood, these and all want to discuss. So here in the circulatory system of these arthropods, what type of circulatory system? Open type. Now one of the tremendous change from the annelida organisms to Arthropoda. What are the tremendous change mean? Annelida organisms or circulatory system is a closed type. Closed type anna meaning when the blood is flowing within the blood vessels, that is called a closed type. But here blood is flowing in the body cavity. So that's why only here body cavity we called as a hemocoel, because of a blood is presence in the body cavity. So based on these only we given the name of circulatory system open type. Nothing but arteries and veins. In between the arteries and veins, capillaries are not at there. So blood will be open into the body cavity. Such a nature is called open type. And then heart. Heart is a tubular, not at chamber madri. Here tubular heart, and it is presence in which side? Dorsal side. Our heart is presence in which side? Ventral side. So here invertebrate animals heart is presence in dorsal side. And then now come blood. Circulatory system time blood also want to discuss. Here blood. Here blood we call as a hemolymph. Why we called as a hemolymph? Sometimes here blood not at containing any respiratory pigment. Lack of respiratory pigment, it is a colorless. When the blood is colorless, such a type of blood we call as a hemolymph. Colorless blood we call as a hemolymph because of it is in white color. So then some of the organisms they are having the one blue color blood. Why that blood is in blue color? One of the respiratory pigment hemocyanin express the blue color. Why they are express the blue color? Hemocyanin contain the copper in the form of a blue color appearance only. So these are the special characteristics, some of the organism special characteristics of these circulatory system. Okay, then another thing, another system, next nervous system. In this nervous system, okay, as usually what we discussed in earthworm, nothing but annelida, the same type of nervous system we can see here. Nerve ring already we seen in annelida, and then nerve cord. What nerve cord? Ganglionated double ventral nerve cord. Double ventral nerve cord. Here nerve ring already I said in annelida time, but a small variation. Here see this diagram. See this diagram. Here a ring like structure is there. That ring like structure is called as a nerve ring. From the ring like structure down one double line is there. That is symbolically ganglionated double ventral nerve cord. Double ventral nerve cord. On the nerve cord, some places very dark places are there. That is a ganglionated ganglions. So ganglionated ventral nerve cord. That the nerve cord is present in which side? Ventral side. Okay, and very most important thing, nervous system of arthropods, the nerve ring is present around the esophagus. Here in this bracket I mentioned esophagus. Okay, but in annelida comparatively we can remember, in the annelida nerve ring is there, but that nerve ring present around the pharynx, not at around the esophagus. So this is the major variation, two variations I am saying. One thing here, circulatory system open type in Arthropoda, annelida is a closed type. Nervous system time, nerve ring is present in Arthropoda around the esophagus. In annelida it is present around the pharynx. That you should be remember, that some of the need based questions will be chance from that concept. And then now come to the next one, sensory organs. Sensory organs, what are there? Here Arthropoda organisms are consisting some of the sensory organs, antennas and then eyes. Eyes are two type, compound eyes and simple eyes. Okay, compound eyes vision is little bit difficult. Here compound eyes are now I will give one imaginary view to you. When you seen that movie, Ega, okay, housefly, one movie is there. In that movie we can see that housefly eyes, such a type of eyes we call as a compound eyes. General eyes, normally what we have, that and all simple eyes. Okay, then along with these sense organs, statocyst. These statocyst cells is playing important role in the balancing and equilibrium. Body balancing and body equilibrium wise they are playing important role. Okay, then next come with excretion or excretory system. Here that organisms, Arthropoda organisms are excrete the different type of excretory materials based on their environmental condition, based on their location where they are habitat. So here some of the organisms are having the Malpighian tubules, and then some of the organisms are having the green glands and coxal glands. Here Malpighian tubules we see in cockroach. One example wise I am saying. Okay, some of the insects having the Malpighian tubules. Green glands, prawn having the green glands, and spider exhibiting the coxal glands. Okay, by these different glands are Malpighian tubules, that organisms, Arthropoda organisms are excrete the nitrogenous waste material from the body. That uric acid. What is the nitrogen waste material? Uric acid. Some of the organisms, aquatic organisms are excrete the ammonia. Already I said based on their habitat, based on their location. Okay, then come to the next topic, that is next slide heading, that is reproduction. maximum Arthropoda organisms are dioecious organisms. That dioecious organisms nothing but they are having the reproductive organs in individual body, not at same. So male is different, female is different. Okay, bisexual. Fertilization is internal fertilization, and they are having the direct or indirect development. Some of the organisms are having direct development, indirect development. Indirect development time, they are having the many more larvas. That larvas are shows metamorphosis. Metamorphosis process means here an adult organism formation time, developmentation time. If larva onwards, they are changing their morphological characteristics. Here, for example, I will give an example to you. What is that example? Tadpole larva is on tadpole larva onwards. Which one will produce a frog? Frog characteristics and tadpole larva characteristics, morphological characteristics. Morphological characteristics means which is the external appearance of the body. That characteristics is changing. So the changing of morphological characteristics of one form to another form or larva form to adult one, that is called metamorphosis. So here when the indirect development time, the larva stages, many more larva stages are there. That many more larva stages shows the metamorphosis. Finally it will develop the adult organisms. Then next one, here in the Arthropoda organisms, having the economically important organisms, some of the insects. So by these Arthropoda organisms, economically important insects, we are all getting the something profit. Okay, that one Apis mellifera, that is honeybee, and bombax, silk moth. We are getting some of the fibers from the bombax mori, and caria, it is lakka, nothing but generally we call as a lakka, that from there onwards that red color substance it will synthesis, that and all useful for improve the profit. Okay, and some of the organisms act as a pathogens. Here Anopheles and Culex mosquitoes, those and all pathogen, we are causing the diseases by these Anopheles, female Anopheles and Culex. Female Anopheles is that is a vector for Plasmodium vivax, it is causes the malaria, and Culex, it is causes to the vector for Oceraria branchioftia. Okay, that it is a transform the one person to another persons with the help of these vectors. Then we general pest, that general pest laxta. Okay, we at our house we see in the several corners these general pest. Okay, pest means it is okay. Then these are the several general characteristics of Arthropoda. Then come to classification of Arthropoda. Classification of Arthropoda. Here these phylum Arthropoda divided into the three subphylums. One is Trilobata, second one Cheliceratta, third one Mandibulata. Trilobata and then Cheliceratta, Mandibulata. These are the three subphylums. This is the phylum. These are the three subphylums. These Trilobata organism, tri means three, the body having the three lobes. But these three Trilobata subphylum organisms are everything is extincted. Nowadays it is not yet available. Okay, example Trianthus. Okay, then next one Cheliceratta. They are having the Cheliceras. Sir, what is the Chelicera? Now I will give one imaginary view that scorpion theriyum kadananna. The scorpion identification time, they are having the one hands like structures, not hands, just they are having the one hand like structures in front of the head. Such a structures we call as a chelicera. So which are having the cheliceras, those we call as a cheliceratas. Now these chelicerata subphylum body having the totally 19 segments. That 19 segments, first 6 segments we called as a prosoma, and next 13 segments we called as a opistosoma. Prosoma and opistosoma. These prosoma also called as a cephalothorax. Cephalothorax, why they called that cephalothorax? Here thorax, it is a neck part combined with the cephal, head part. So combination of the head and thorax, cephalothorax. How many segments they are having? 6 segments. And opistosoma. Opistosoma having how many segments? 13 segments. The opistosoma general name, it is a abdomen. Okay. These chelicerata consisting with 2 classes. Okay. That 2 classes, Xyphosura and Arachnida. Xyphosura class example, Limulus. You should be remember these words. Very, very most important. These Limulus is a living fossil. Living fossil. Why it is a living fossil? Once upon a time, our scientists, our observers of environment observers, those and all fully observed, and they said it is these organism is extincted, now no more. They given the statement some of the years back, but suddenly that Limulus is reappear in the different locations. So when they are reappeared, already what they said, it is extincted, it is a fossil. By the for these Limulus fossils they find it. So but it is not a extincted, present available. So which are the olden days they consider it the extincted, but recently they refined that organism, such organisms we called as a living fossil. Okay. Then these Limulus having the respiratory organs, book gills, that should be remembered. Very, very most important. These king crab we called as a, commonly we called as a king crab. Then next one, Arachnida. Arachnida wise we should be remember 2 general organisms. One is a scorpion. Ellarki scorpion theriyum. Along with the scorpion, spider also theriyum. So spider and scorpion, those are belongs to Arachnida class. These Arachnida class belongs to Chelicerata. That we should be remember. So these words, prosoma, opistosoma, prosoma also called as a cephalothorax. These words are important in NEET. Okay. Then now come to the another class of the Arthropoda, that is a mandibulata. Mandibles containing organisms. Mandibles anna one type of jaw, primitive type of jaws. We have jaw. Okay. That jaw useful for mastication. Okay. As like here, mandibles are useful for crushing. What they are eating, that food is masticated wise they are using. So mandibles containing animals, they are kept into the one class, that is one subphylum, that is a mandibulata. Now that mandibulata classified 4 classes. That 4 classes, one is a crustacea, second one centipede, and next one millipede. Millipede ki mela here diplopoda. Okay. And then insecta, last one insecta.